Hi guys, and welcome to my 23-week update. I'm going to try to go through this quickly because I filmed the whole thing and then I realized my microphone wasn't on. I should have totally tested my sound, but I didn't. Anywho, this week on my baby app, it says that she is 11.5 inches and 1.1 pounds, which is not very different from last week, but still exciting nonetheless. It says my baby's more proportioned from head size, and she's looking more and more like a newborn every day. As far as my weight goes, I'm still about at 96 pounds, which is what I weighed last week, or roughly close to that. Symptoms. I got a new symptom this week, which is some throat pain. It kind of feels like I have something stuck in my throat and I'm really, really thirsty all at once. It's really uncomfortable and I don't really know what it is, and I drink a lot of water and it still doesn't go away, so I don't think that it is that I'm thirsty, but I don't know. I tried searching it and people are like, "Oh, it could possibly be just be heartburn." So I'm like, it probably is heartburn. But since I've never had heartburn before, I don't know exactly what it feels like, so I can't really say that it is heartburn. But that's what I'm chalking it up to. So another symptom that I had, which was kind of like a scare for me, um, this is a little bit TMI, so I'm sorry if you don't like to hear TMIs. You could just switch out or skip ahead to the next part. But yeah, basically what had happened was every girl, pregnant or non-pregnant, gets discharge from their genital area because that's just the way that the vagina cleans itself. It just get discharged. When you're pregnant, it usually, for most women, increases. Not for all women, but for most it does. And for me, it did. Not a lot, not enough to be like, oh my god, this is a huge difference. But as I go on more and more in my pregnancy, it increases a little bit more and more. And this one time in particular kind of scared me a little because I woke up and I actually felt it come out. And so I went to the bathroom and it was just a lot of discharge. It didn't have any blood in it. It didn't smell weird. It wasn't a weird color or anything like that. It was just regular, clear discharge. And the reason that I kind of got freaked out is because it was a lot more than normal and it was a little bit thicker than normal. So I thought that it was my mucus plug. And if you don't know what a mucus plug is, it's basically this plug of mucus that is in your cervix when you're pregnant, and it kind of holds it together and keeps it shut and prevents anything like bacteria or anything unhealthy from getting in there. And when you're about to deliver and your cervix starts dilating, your mucus plug comes out. And sometimes that's a couple hours before birth, or other times it's like 2 weeks before birth and you still don't give birth for the next 2 weeks. But I got a little scared because if that was my mucus plug, obviously my baby was nowhere near ready to be born yet. So it kind of scared me, but I talked to my midwife about it and she said that it was completely normal as long as I wasn't cramping or having contractions or any blood with it, um, or it wasn't a weird color or it didn't smell weird, that I had nothing to worry about. And deep inside, I knew that I had nothing to worry about and I knew that I was freaking out, but sometimes when, you know, as a mom who has lost a baby before, I mean, of course, my baby wasn't at 23 weeks. It was an early miscarriage, but it's still sad and it's still scary. So, I'm gonna freak out. But everything was okay and it's completely normal. I've just had regular discharge since, not a lot like that one day. She said that sometimes little bits and pieces of your mucus plug does fall out if your body makes too much, but it's always regenerating itself. So I really have nothing to worry about. As far as what I was up to this week, I had my first birth center appointment, which was very exciting. When I was there, there was also a mom giving birth in the birth center, but it's kind of blocked off. There's like an area for the appointments and the waiting room and everything, and then there's an area for the birth rooms, and then there's another area on this side for the classes that they have. Like they have a big classroom, and it's pretty cool. But I think I have the hiccups. But anywho, it was my first appointment. We talked a lot. She asked me how I was feeling. She had a little checklist she had me run through of like previous diseases or, conditions of me and my family members or whatever, which is perfectly fine. I'm completely healthy. I have nothing that I know of, and neither does my family. So it was okay. And then she took my blood pressure, I took my weight, I tested my urine, regular stuff. And then it came to listening to my baby's heartbeat, and she took forever to find the heartbeat. I mean, forever. At first I wasn't worried, but after a while, I was like, find my baby's heartbeat. Again, I started to freak out and worry, like any old mom would. But then I felt my daughter kick me, and so I knew she was okay, and I knew that she was just hiding and being stubborn. And after that, she was explaining to me that the Doppler that she was using was not a very good one. They had the good Doppler in the back with the mom that was giving birth, because that's how they monitor them there. And it made sense. It was a crappy Doppler, and I could tell because it wasn't really like the Dopplers I was used to seeing. But she found it afterwards. It was in like the high 140s, her heartbeat. And it was exciting. And then after my appointment, they went ahead and gave me this little booklet, which I thought was super duper cute. It says Heart to Heart Birth Center on it, and it has like their address or whatever. And inside it says, welcome to like Heart to Heart Birth Center, emergency transfer information. And then from there on, it has a whole bunch of pregnancy information, nutrition, symptoms, how to get baby in optimal position for birth, etc., charts, pictures, information. And I thought that this was really, really cool because my doctor's office doesn't do any of this. And some of the information in this book, I mean, most of it I know because I'm the type of person that likes to do a lot of research. I like to know what I'm getting into and know what's going to happen to my body and know what's going to happen during birth. But a lot of well, I'm not going to say a lot of moms because a lot of people do some research. But other people don't. They'll just listen to what their family members say, or, they'll just stick with what everybody else did, just kind of go with the flow kind of thing. And if I hadn't done my research and I was still with my doctor, I would be clueless about how birth really works, clueless about, labor, clueless about what I would experience later in my pregnancy. I mean, I would literally be clueless. I would just know like the regular, or your baby's gonna kick you, your back's gonna hurt, or whatever, contractions hurt, then your baby comes out. But I wouldn't really know my options, how it works. Should I get an epidural? Should I not get an epidural? What to do after the birth to, stay healthy and things like that. I wouldn't have known. They give you this wonderful book and they prepare you. And I love that. Another thing that I thought was really cute that I'm going to show you guys. It's a little envelope. I'm covering it because it has my address on it. But I got it in the mail and it's so cute. It says Heart to Heart Birth Center, and on the front it says welcome to Heart to Heart Birth Center, and it's handwritten. Another thing my doctor wouldn't take the time to do. But it says, "Dear Amy, it was so nice to meet you and your mom today." My mom came with me to the consultation. "I hope I was able to answer all of your questions. Please do not hesitate to call if you have more questions. We would love to see you and help you have the birth you want. Sincerely, Karen, licensed midwife." And I thought that was really cool, really sweet, and you could tell that they really want to develop a personal relationship with you and develop trust and really get to know you, and this was really nice. Well, that's it for this week. I'm going to go ahead and end it with a belly shot. I'm sorry I look kind of crazy and like a mess. I don't have any makeup on, but belly shot, and stay tuned because I'm also going to be uploading soon my first ever baby haul. It's a very mini tiny baby haul, but a baby haul nonetheless. Bye guys!